All right, what's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Mikey Raider coming to you on Monday. The game was on Black Friday, and I got crunk on a live stream. And I'm barely coming to life today, taking my poop. That's right, I'm taking a poop literally after that game. Let's talk about it. You guys like the shirt I'm wearing, the 4-dub? Remember this throwback? That's right, 4-dub. They made the rap music for the Raiders. Check them out on YouTube. I'm sure there's videos on there. They were part of my classic channel before I lost my channel a long time ago. But yeah, represent Raider Mystic, Shiley Perkins, 4-dub, all them dudes. I love them. Yeah. So your boy, thank you guys for the support during the live stream. I think I drank too much. You guys supported me, spent like $100 on me. I appreciate that, and we had a good time together. But I don't know what happened. I got blackout drunk. I did another live stream after that on my career channel, and I think I fell asleep during the live stream, so I had to shut it off. But I don't know. Let's talk about the Raiders versus the Chiefs Black Friday game. There are a lot of conspiracies with this game. After looking back on it, let's be honest, a lot of us went into the game knowing we were not going to win. Some people had hope. Some people wanted to win. I was confused, okay? I'm a Raider fan. I've been embracing the tank. But I also want special events. I want the Raiders to win, especially against the Chiefs. So let me be quite honest with y'all. I was effing confused. Whatever they did, I would have rocked with it. I guess that's how a lot of us were feeling. But just like in true Raider fashion, we have to play the Chiefs good and have a chance to win it in the end. Okay? I mean, let's be honest, for our mentality and our mental health, we kind of wish they're blowouts. Because if you're embracing the tank, you want a blowout. Just get it over with. We can continue drinking on a live stream with Mikey Raider and get effed up without having to try to watch the game. But no. It was a primetime game, and the NFL promoted it as such. And apparently, the script from last year was to beat the Chiefs and to play them on Black Friday, which sounds like a Raider name, Black Friday. And it ended up being a true Black Friday. We'll explain that in a minute. But they gave us hope. We actually took the lead, played them close, held them under 20 points in Kansas City. Aiden O'Connell came back from a broken thumb, balled out. Now all the people that were complaining about AOC versus Gardner Minshew, who's right? I don't know. This Raiders team surprises me and unsurprises me every damn week or two. But the entire theme of this season has been, for the better part, losing. We're not getting better in any categories as it seems. But then we fire our offensive coordinator. Things start to look better. The play calling gets better. Then Gardner gets hurt. Then he goes on IR. Or before that, we sign Desmond Ridder when AOC goes down. We don't bring up the guy from practice squad, Chase Daniel, or whatever. Not Chase Daniel. Whatever Chase is on our team. But we bring in Ridder. Ridder thinks he has a shot to become the starter. That's why he left the Arizona practice squad. I got a shot in Vegas. and then immediately he's promoted to backup. Then Gardner starts to play okay with the new coordinator, and it gives us hope. Yeah. But we keep losing. Then, yeah, oh my goodness. Then he goes down right at the exact time Aiden O'Connell comes up. Yeah, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today with my broken thumb. I don't know. It just seems like a script, y'all, is what I'm trying to say. You know, every week we need a controversy in order to embrace the tank if the Raiders are silently tanking, and we need a reason to lose. Every week it's for some reason. It's like literally like a TV series where the ending, you're like, oh man, I can't wait for next week. What's going to happen? How are we going to lose next week? Who are we going to lose from? But long story short, now looking back, it's like we had a chance to win the game. I don't know everything that happened. I haven't watched the complete game again, but I did watch the fourth quarter. Now that I wasn't drunk or crunk. And again, thank you guys for supporting. And yeah, I had a lot of questions. About game management. And is it a conspiracy on why we lost the game? Who should we blame? Again, this is the story every week. So Daniel Carlson, it's automatic. Daniel Carlson misses 2 field goals in the game. In Kansas City, both under 50 yards, I believe. Why did that happen? And have you noticed field goals have been being missed by so many really predominant kickers this year? So much, like Justin Tucker and a lot of players. And some of these kicks by these professionals, they get kicked and they look like they're good, and then all of a sudden, they all go to the left. Is there a magnet? Is there a piece of metal? Is there some new type of footballs where little metal pieces are in the leather or the balloon that makes up the football, where they can press a magnetic button and there's some sort of magnetic poles or something on the left side where it just goes, like it connects with the power, the energy, whatever, and I don't know, so they can score more offense. Maybe the NFL wants to get rid of kickers from the game in the future, so the more kicks they miss in general, just like in fantasy football every year, you're like, do we need to have kickers on our fantasy football team? Do we need to have kickers in the NFL? It'll promote more scoring and more plays where they have to go for it like on Madden, like every time on 4th down. I don't know, but it's interesting. Daniel Carlson missed a couple of field goals in the game. And then there was a moment, and this is where it burns my britches, is there was a moment where the Raiders could have kicked the field goal. This is not the end of the game. This is somewhere before that, where they could have kicked the field goal for like 51 yards or something like that. And then I'm sorry, this is how it happened. Raiders, I forgot what yard line they were at. They were in the game, trying to climb back in the game, down by a few points. And then they're like at the, 40-yard line or something like that, 35 to 41, I don't know. Okay, forgive me. But I remember what happened. The punt team goes onto the field, the punt team. Okay? And if the Raiders are trying to win, like Antonio Pierce is always saying, we're going out there to try to win the game. We ain't embracing the tank. We ain't doing nothing. then why did the punt team go on the field in field goal position? Is it because Daniel Carlson missed a field goal earlier and you were trepidatious? I don't know. But it was a possible makeable field goal to climb back into the game. But then all of a sudden the punt team goes out there. Clock's running, it's probably like 6 minutes left in the game, whatever the case may be, 7 minutes. And the punt team goes onto the field. Then all of a sudden, timeout. Then Daniel Carlson goes in there to kick the field goal. To try to, get back into the game. Well, now we wasted a timeout because apparently Antonio Pierce doesn't know what decisions to make. Oh, let's punt it. Let's punch it. Daniel Carlson can't make it. And then all of a sudden he calls a timeout. Then he sends Daniel Carlson onto the field. Maybe they got in his head. He's like, let me go, coach. But still, the point is we lost a timeout because this coach is flip-flopping on decisions. Before that, he should have just said, Daniel, you're going to go in there. You're going to fucking make it. But now he's like, let's punt it. I don't trust my team. Then they get in his head. All right, timeout. Well, in games like this, you need timeouts, and you need to know your decisions. He constantly makes flip-floppy decisions all year. And again, if you are silently tanking, these are those decisions on how you silently tank. But he's not trying to tank if he put in the kicker maculator. Look, the kicker thought he was going to go in the game. Most people thought they were in field goal range. He was practicing, getting ready. Then all of a sudden, he probably steps up to the line, and then Antonio goes, no, we're going to punt it. All right. So they call the punt team onto the field. So then the kicker goes back, and he's like, damn. Then Antonio Pierce calls a timeout. Get the kicker back, get the kicker back, get the kicker back. All right, go in there and kick a field goal. Man, my emotions are up and down, Antonio. If I'm Daniel Carlson, make a fucking choice and stick to it. But that's what he's been doing all year. All right? Needless to say, I don't remember if Daniel Carlson made it or not. I don't think he did because he missed 2. That was probably the second one. Is that the reason why he missed it? Because you're flip-flopping? I don't know. Or is it the magnetics in the footballs where we miss all the time? I don't know. But that's one thing that bothered me, right? Because then when it came to the end of the game, and we all going to talk about it from my perspective, Daniel Carlson, AOC gets in the game with like a minute and something left, and we need to drive down the field. We're down, 19-17, like a minute left. And then Aiden O'Connell just starts throwing bombs and dimes across the middle with no pressure, just getting it out. We have no timeouts, technically. I think we had 1, and because of all the other mistakes earlier in the game. Now we all know what happens. He throws a dart with 18 seconds left, 20 seconds left to the 38-yard line or the 40-yard line, 39-yard line. Whatever it was, it's going to be about a 47-yard field goal. That's what it was going to be. And we got a first down. Then all of a sudden, they spiked the ball. Now it's third down. They spiked the ball because they didn't have timeouts. They spiked the ball. In my opinion, they spiked the ball to stop the clock with 13 seconds left. And they spiked the ball. And if you wanted more yardage for your field goal kicker, after you spike the ball, then you run another play if they wanted more yardage. But in my opinion, this is where I'm talking my opinion. It was like a 48-yard kick, I believe. Okay? It was third down with 13 seconds left after we spiked the ball. There's 13 seconds left. It's now third down, 13 seconds left. And then out of nowhere, I'm like, kick the field goal. Kick the mother effing field goal. We got in range. We drove it down there. We got no time on the clock. No time for mistakes. It's third down. Kick the field goal now. I know we want more yardage, but we ain't got no more timeouts or whatever the case may be. So let's kick it. And if something goes wrong with the kick or the snap or the handoff, we still might have fourth down. But then all of a sudden, I kid you not. See, I don't remember this because I was drunk during the game. So I'm watching this going, oh shit, this is what happened? We had a chance to win? Kick the field goal. So I'm like, yes, third down. Kick the field goal now. Kick the field goal. You know, after the spike, get the field goal unit on. Get the field goal unit on. I know you have to be ready for these moments. I don't know if they were ready. This is where the earlier decision from Antonio Pierce freaks me the F out when he called the punt and then he brought on the kicker and he needed a timeout to do so. Now we get the first down, we get in field goal range, then we spike the ball. At that point, is the kicker not available? Because Aiden O'Connell gets a call from the sidelines and then he goes in shotgun formation on third down and whatever with 13 seconds left. And I'm like, are you throwing a play? Do we have timeouts? Are you going to run the ball? Is there a running back next to you? What the fuck? Kick the field goal! Then we all know what happens. They hike the ball. Aiden O'Connell, it hits him in the shoulder. They drop it. Now the NFL conspiracies come in on top of the Raider conspiracies, on top of what the hell just happened. Why didn't we kick the field goal? How much ineptitude did we have to show in that minute to prove we are not a professional team? Yes, everybody wants to blame the refs, and we can. But I'm talking about, first off, let's start with the play call. We spiked the ball, 13 seconds left, you kick the field goal. You kick the field goal. The team should have practiced that in camp. They should understand that moving forward. But no, you bring in Aiden O'Connell in shotgun formation like he's going to throw a pass. Well then, first off, they said at the press conference about that exact thing, Antonio Pierce said, I said Antonio Brown, they're all mental. Antonio Pierce said, we were just going to hike the ball and hold it for a couple of seconds and throw the ball out of bounds to get like 4 seconds off of the clock, to make it like 9 seconds because they got Patrick Mahomes on the field and 2 or 3 timeouts. Look, I get it. He can beat you with 20 seconds left. Probably not 13, but he can beat you with 20 seconds left and get in field goal range and win the game. Who the fuck cares? If it happens, it happens. But there's 13 seconds left. Kick the field goal, take the lead 20-19, and then 3 or 4 seconds would have been taken off of the clock with the field goal. So it still would have been 9 seconds, 10 seconds at worst. Okay? Then Patrick Mahomes, they would have to get the ball with 10 seconds and go down 70 yards, 60 yards. Okay? Could they do that in one play? Yes. But you leave it to the football gods, no matter how good he is, you leave it to the football gods and you try to win the game on defense. But no, you put Aiden O'Connell in shotgun formation, trying to waste another 3 seconds, which was stupid AF. And then now we know what happened. First off, Antonio Pierce, fuck you. Fuck you. Kick the field goal. Aiden O'Connell balled out, did all that work, and the team players played good enough to win that game or at least take the lead, and then you want to waste 3 or 4 seconds. That's what I'm fucking talking about with the silent tanking. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about with the silent tanking that I believe they are possibly doing. Okay? Now you can see I wanted the victory. You get it? There comes some point in the game where you just fuck it. Fuck it. Just win, baby. So I'm upset about that. Now, let's get to the play itself. After the fact, apparently, Aiden O'Connell, when he was put in shotgun, put in the bad position by Antonio Pierce, now he's trying to get the team because, you got to get the play call rolling. You don't want to get in a delay of game. But now, apparently, after rewatching the game, the NFL did not reset the 40-second clock after we got the first down and we spiked the ball. It just kept going and going. So Aiden O'Connell's looking at the clock, feeling the pressure. Now he's in shotgun because they technically did not reset it after the spike ball. Again, watch it again. It's insane. So now Aiden O'Connell's in shotgun, feeling the pressure, wanting to waste 3 or 4 seconds, but trying to get the lineman to the field. And he's like, come on, hurry up, get over there. And then apparently the right guard, a lot of people were blaming Jackson Powers Johnson for hiking the ball early, but the right guard, is it DJ Glaze? I'm sorry. Sees the clap, all right, and thinks Aiden O'Connell is ready and prepared for the ball. So he takes his hand and he goes like this to the center, Jackson Powers Johnson. And Jackson Powers Johnson, his focus is correctly on the game. I know you guys wish you could have video to show all this, but I don't have the technology. Go watch the video. Jackson Powers Johnson, not even looking. He's focused in on here. He feels the tap on his right side. Then he hikes the ball. But then at that same moment, right before that moment, our left tackle wasn't even lined up correctly because everything happened so quickly that it was like a shift because he hadn't get down to the line. So now our right guard taps our center saying Aiden O'Connell's available because apparently the right guard saw the tap or the clap, like, come on. So he taps them because of the clap. Then our left tackle or left guard is still trying to line up, like getting to the line. Then the ball is hiked. So technically, they were still moving. It's an illegal shift or a false start because they hiked the ball before the offensive line was officially on the line. So the NFL, we all know what happens. It hits them on the ball. They recover the fumble. But the NFL called it false start. That's a dead play. The play is dead. It's for injury sake, so players don't get injured. Whenever they hike the ball or they do anything early or they move, it's a false start because the defensive lineman can go early, hit the quarterback, so they call it a dead ball foul for injury sake. And the play is over. The play never happened. They get a 5-yard penalty. So the play was called originally by the side judge false start while he's running into the field. So the play is dead. We would have got a 5-yard penalty. It would have been like a 54-yard field goal or whatever the case may be. And we would have got the ball back. Okay? But no. Because of the chaos and everything, the referees get a button press. They all line up and talk for like 10 minutes. Hey, what's going on? How do we fuck the Raiders? Hey, how do we do it? What was it? Well, they weren't lined up. They hiked the ball. There was an illegal shift. What do you mean there was an illegal shift? Well, a couple of the offensive linemen was not officially set, but they did spike the ball before that. So that's an illegal shift. But it can't become an illegal shift. It can't become an illegal shift until the ball is spiked. You get it? Then they say the play happened. The guy wasn't in motion, or he was in motion. He shifted illegally. He wasn't at the point. So therefore, it's an illegal shift. You get it? The play has to happen in order for it to be an illegal shift. But again, it was called false start because they false started it. They hiked the ball too early before the illegal shift. You get it? They're doing it at the same time. The play should have been dead. We should have got the ball back, and we would have had a 52-yard or 53-yard field goal attempt with like 12 or 11 seconds left because the play was null and void. It should have never have happened. But they get together. They said, hey, was it a false start? Yeah. Was it an illegal shift? Yeah. But only because they hiked the ball, and that made it an illegal shift. But it was a false start, so it was a dead play. And they're like, well, you know what? Let's just end the game. We always do calls for the Chiefs. New York is calling them, hey, fuck the Raiders. Yeah, it was an illegal shift, but after they hiked the ball, even though it was a false start, according to the referees, and the reason why they believe it was a false start, because if the play officially happened, the referees, during the fumble, they would run into the field to try to get the ball and see who got it. But they didn't. All the referees stayed back and watched. Then one referee, the one that his responsibility, false start, he's running into the field. False start. So because it's a false start and they all heard the whistle, the other referees stayed put. Then some of the Raider players did not go after the fumble because they heard the whistle. Oh, shit. False start or something. We don't have to go after the fumble. Some Raider players would have went after the fumble. So now the referees get together for a 10-minute conference. Then all of a sudden they said it was an illegal shift. And so the play happened, even though it was called a dead play at first. The play actually happened because we said it did, even though it was a dead play. And we want to screw the Raiders. We want the Raiders to get the first pick in the draft, which is a good thing. But still, they didn't even know how to announce it. And that shows that they made mistakes. But there was a series of too many mistakes on that play. So now, because they called it an illegal shift, that meant the play happened. Therefore, the fumble happened. Therefore, the Kansas City Chiefs recovered it because the players heard the whistle and they stopped playing, so they didn't even try to recover the ball. They get the ball back and they win. Now, the referees couldn't even explain it during the game. And the Raider players and the team can't even talk about it, or else they'll get fined like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for saying anything bad about the referees. That's the scheme of the NFL. Oh, you can never talk bad about our referees. That's not, again, I know it's a private company. They can do what they want, and they don't want players and everybody questioning their referees publicly, so they have to fine everybody because it's a bad look, you know. But still, our team can't even talk about what they saw, what they truly thought happened, how the referees screwed up. And then do the referees have a press conference after the game, after they realized they actually called it a dead ball foul and a false start, so the play never should have happened? How are they held accountable? Do you see? It's ridiculous. But that being said, some people are happy the Raiders are lost. Some people are upset that they should have won. I'm all of the above. Like I said, this was the most confusing game in my life to be a Raider fan to watch. Because I didn't care if they won or lost. Either way. But then when they had a chance to win, and I realized that, my Raider fandom took over, and I wanted to beat the fucking Chiefs. And I wanted to have another walk-off win around Christmas time and have the Raiders get a victory. You know, whatever quarterback we get in 2025, be damned. But then ineptitude by Antonio Pierce, and play calling and game management came into play. I don't know what the fuck he did there. The referees made their mistakes, and then they doubled down on their mistakes, and they took a win from the Raiders against us when it could have just made the rivalry even bigger. So it officially turned into a Black Friday. You get it? A Black Friday for the Raider Nation. That's why sometimes I think the NFL and everything is scripted and rigged, because they put this game on Black Friday. It came down to the end to a field goal. Then they took it away from us in a really bad way. And the connotation of the word Black Friday, sometimes it always means something bad, but it means shopping nowadays or whatever. You get it? Black Friday, I think, was a term many years ago for a virus, or what was that? The Black Plague. Yeah, I don't know. We had a Black Plague game, but this game will now forever live in infamy as the Black Friday game that we lost to the Chiefs. I know. Who do we blame? Everybody, I guess. We blame Antonio Pierce for putting Aiden O'Connell in shotgun. We blame Aiden O'Connell for clapping that one time, and he even took accountability. I love you, Aoshi. That was nice of you. We blame the right guard for tapping, thinking the play was good. We blame Jackson Powers Johnson for throwing the ball early. We blame the left tackle for false start or not being in alignment. We blame the side judge for coming in, calling it a false start. We blame the Raider players for quitting and not going after the fumble. Then the referees having a get-together and a powwow and changing the play call on the field. God, I love you, Raider Nation. Thanks for staying with me for 32 fucking minutes, listening to me, Mikey Raider rant, which is all I do in life. But more importantly, I think we play the Buccaneers this week, and I'll come to you guys with a game preview and some more thoughts for this week's game. Because I'm going to start to predict a lot of things that are going to happen, because I'm a guru, and you're going to see what's actually happening that proves we're tanking and what the NFL is trying to do. But kudos on Sincere McCormick and Aiden O'Connell for balling out, trying to get the victory and looking pretty decent in a really Black Friday game. I'm Mikey Raider. I love y'all. I do. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for being in my life. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay Raider. And you guys explain to me what the hell happened. Who do we blame? Is the game rigged? Did the referees rig it against us again? Give it a Raider a game nickname, like the the Holy Roller, the Tuck Rule. This is the Black Friday. That's all I'm going to say. The Black Friday. Love y'all.